Ako urong dito, and I said I would stake my honor, my life, and even the presidency.
The President of the Republic of the Philippines, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Bayan ko sa magnanakaw na tao. Madilim na kahapon, ikaw ang mag-aahon. Sa piling mo, di ko mawawala ang korupsyon. Tayo na, Pilipinas, tayo na magbago. Hawak kamay tayo para sa pagkasenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago. Masdan mo ang paligid, alamak mga krimen, rape, droga at mga nakawan, dapat nang mapigilan. Tayo na, Pilipinas, tayo na, hawak kamay tayo para sa pagkasenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Why am I here? I am here because I love my country and I love the people of the Philippines.
Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte.
Once again, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Please be seated. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Peace be with all. Eid'l Fitr marks the end of the holy month of Ramadan, wherein we as a Muslim community perform our obligation to fast, pray, and to do charitable deeds. This night is special as we all have the privilege of joining the festivities prepared by our beloved President in the city, hailed as many to be the reborn model of development, order, and prosperity in the entire country. And to lead us in prayer, may I call on Muhammad Nadir Asgar Jr., the 2019 champion in the International Quran Reading Competition.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ما كان على النبي من حرج فيما فرض الله له سنة الله في الذين خلوا من قبل وكان أمر الله قدرا مقدورا الذين يبلغون رسالات الله ويخشونه ولا يخشون أحدا إلا الله وكفى بالله حسيبا ما كان محمد أبا أحد من رجالكم ولكن رسول الله وخاتم النبيين وكان الله بكل شيء عليما يا أيها الذين آمنوا اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا وسبحوه بكرة وأصيلا هو الذي يصلي عليكم وملائكته ليخرجكم من الظلمات إلى النور وكان بالمؤمنين رحيما تحيتهم يوم يلقونه سلام وأعد لهم أجرا كريما صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad Asgar. At this juncture, may we call on the Secretary of the National Commission on Muslim Filipinos, Attorney Saidamin B. Pangarungan.
His Excellency, Mayor President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, the Executive Secretary, Salvador Medialdia, and the distinguished members of the Cabinet, the distinguished members of the Senate and the House of Representatives, Secretary Teodoro Locsin, and His Excellencies and the Diplomatic Corps, Secretary Teodoro or Eduardo Año, and our local government officials, fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. We join the Muslim world in celebrating Eid'l Fitr, or the festival of breaking the fast. As we rejoice this momentous occasion, the NCMF offers to our beloved President our humble accomplishments for the last 10 months that I have been in office. The President's ideal of reform and inclusive development with focus on the marginalized are and will continue to be the guiding light for our untiring pursuit to protect the welfare of Muslim Filipinos. Here are some of the notable breakthroughs in our statutory mandates. Significant strides have been taken by the NCMF in its mandate in peace building and conflict resolution. In partnership with the United Nations Development Program and the people of Japan, NCMF has strategically targeted critical areas in the prevention and countering of violent extremism. We in NCMF assure peace by bravely bringing our anti-terrorism campaign to the war front. We have been to critical areas in the cities of Marawi, Maguindanao, and Zamboanga, which in recent memories were the scenes of violent extremism. There we trained thousands of our Muslim youth by educating them about the true values of Islam, which is a religion of peace, and that Islam demands love and respect to our fellow men. We warn them not to be swayed into the arms of the jihadi doctrine of the Islamic State. We reminded our Muslim youth to love their fellow men and their country and to defend it at all costs. We urge them to report to the authorities at the first opportunity any movement or infiltration by ISIS militants. We pursue these youth assemblies with interfaith dialogue in Cebu and Metro Manila. We shall replicate the same in other Philippine cities which are potential targets of terrorism, with the message that what happened in Marawi should not be allowed to happen in any other Philippine community. From day one in my office, I was constrained to look at every aspect of the Hajj operations to see to it that no Muslim Filipino is shortchanged or abused. In the pursuit of these goals, we have already set record-breaking achievements in the conduct of the Hajj operations. We have convinced the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah to waive its strict two-airline policy and allow a third airline which charges a low airfare to ferry Philippine pilgrims. The NCMF, for the first time in Hajj history, has successfully lobbied for the reduction of up to 30,000 pesos per pilgrim in the Hajj fee starting 2019. Because of the increase in the Saudi transport and food catering rates, some 100 pilgrim-sending countries have correspondingly increased their Hajj fees and airfare. The Philippines stands proud with the distinction as the only country in the world that reduced its Hajj fees and airfares. The NCMF, in addition, stamped out corrupt add-ons to the fees that has burdened Filipino pilgrims in the past. As a result, for this year, there will be no trace of any substandard service in Hajj-related services. The usual dilapidated and almost inhuman accommodation in Saudi Arabia will be a thing of the past. For this year's Hajj, I have personally inspected all the accommodations and I have only approved 4-star and 5-star hotels to house the entire Philippine delegation. The net result, more Muslim Filipinos registered to join this year's Hajj at 7,000 pilgrims compared to last year's 5,800. We have significant strides in the other mandates of NCMF. We work together with the Department of Trade and Industry in promoting the halal industry by bringing the Philippines into the radar of the world halal market. A few months ago, we keynoted the World Halal Assembly 2019, participated in by more than 1,000 delegates coming from 34 countries. NCMF likewise responded to the call for help and justice by our constituents by providing them free legal assistance, like securing the freedom of the 3 imams or Muslim pressed into Gigaraw who were falsely charged and detained for 20 days, among others. Pursuant to the NCMF Charter, particularly Section 8 of Republic Act 9997, the NCMF is expressly empowered by law to undertake Muslim settlements for the purpose of settling the homeless and displaced Muslim families and to accept grants and donations to improve their conditions. To help in the rehabilitation of the houses destroyed in the siege of Marawi, the NCMF has worked to secure the commitment of Japan's Satsuma Russia Exchange Promotion Council, composed of 17 Japanese government and private companies, to donate a replacement 24,800 portable houses and provide Japanese jobs for Marawi's internally displaced person or IDPs. If you will allow me, Mr. President, I would like to recognize the members of the Japan Mindanao Mission who are donating these 24,800 portable houses headed by Mr. Norio Akahori. Their only request, Mr. President, is to have an audience with you so that they can start the ball rolling for the donation of these 24,800 houses to Marawi. President Duterte has expressed in his words and in his actions that the Muslim Filipino community is of utmost importance to him. From the time when he was the mayor of Davao City, the President has ensured that the rights and welfare of the Muslim Filipinos are protected. He has recognized the need for mosques and madaris to thrive in Davao for inclusive development. He has also instituted an annual program that assessed an average 30 Muslim pilgrims from Davao to join the Hajj in fulfillment of that lifetime dream of every Muslim to join the Hajj. During the Islamic holidays, Eid'l Fitr and Eid'l Adha, Mayor Duterte always celebrate with his Muslim brothers and sisters just like this evening. How Mayor Duterte look at the safety of his people is legend. He would tirelessly roam the streets of Davao at night to see that his people are sound and safe. To prove how much the Muslim Filipinos love Mayor Duterte, in the last presidential election of 2016, the Muslims, particularly the two Lanao provinces, from where his great-grandfather, that was Sampurna of Balui, held, he won by a landslide 84% of the vote. If you will allow me, Mr. President, may I request your blood relatives in the Datwa Sampurna clan of Balui to stand and be recognized. The Sampurna clan is headed by Mayor Ilyas Ali of Balui, the Sultan of Balui, and my wife, former Assemblywoman Princess Diamond Ali Pakasam Pangarungan. In his presidency, we see this genuine love and untiring effort of President Duterte in addressing the historical injustices to the Bangsamoro. He walked the extra mile in bringing that elusive peace in Mindanao by giving us the Bangsamoro Organic Law and the creation of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. This landmark legislation is expected to be the driving force for self-determination and peace-building in favor of Muslim Filipinos. The President has also shown the importance of Muslim voices in his cabinet. For the first time in the history of the Philippines, 4 Muslim secretaries have sat in the President's cabinet. We shall forever be grateful and thankful to Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, for giving us our beloved President, a dear brother, and a great President to his people who was full and undying compassion for Muslim Filipinos. Long live our Bangsamoro President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Thank you and Eid Mubarak.
Thank you, Secretary Pangarungan, for the inspiring words and message of goodwill. At this point, may we call on Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea to introduce our guest of honor.
Magandang gabi po sa kanilang lahat. Isang malaking karangalan na ipakilala ko sa inyo ang Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Shukran. Kindly sit. The Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea and the other members of the Cabinet, Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, Secretary Saidamin Pangarungan, distinguished members of the Senate and the House of Representatives, officials of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I join the entire Muslim Filipino community in thanksgiving as we mark the solemn culmination of the holy month of Ramadan. Eid'l Fitr, or the festival of breaking of the fast, is a testament of the strength, faithfulness, and solidarity of our dear Muslim brothers and sisters across the nation and around the world. Indeed, this important occasion, marked by a deep devotion of prayer and unqualified dedication to religious obligations, serves as an inspiration for the rest of us to be firm and committed to our own convictions, religious or otherwise. To our Muslim brothers and sisters, I hope that this time of fervent communication with God, that you will not just be strengthened spiritually, but also enriched with relationships with your fellow men, especially those who are weak, oppressed, and marginalized. May this be an opportunity for the practice of generosity, tolerance, and love for our fellow men, regardless of their religious belief, political affiliation, socioeconomic status, gender, ethnicity, or physical condition. I urge the entire nation to contemplate upon the true meaning of Ramadan. May this time of joy remind us of our shared pursuit to establish lasting peace and stability across the country, especially in Mindanao. Allow me to take this moment to assure you that this administration will endeavor to preserve the fragile peace that we have built in this region that I call home. Allow me to take this moment to assure you that through the National Commission of Muslim Filipinos, we will consistently uphold the rights and welfare of all Muslim Filipinos, and for that matter, for all Filipinos. Any form of violence against the Muslim community or any other tribe, especially those arising from religious extremism, hatred, discrimination, and misguided beliefs, will never be tolerated and will be dealt with by the full force of the law. With the creation of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, a campaign promise that we delivered, we can work more closely and efficiently with our Bangsamoro brothers and sisters in our pursuit to foster a more harmonious and meaningful relationship among all ethnic groups in the region. Let us keep in mind that the heart of the Islamic faith and teachings of Allah is the most important, or are the sacrifice, the value of charity, the reverent duty to look for each other, and one would look out for himself. I hope that despite our differences, each of us will realize that we share the same desire to lead brighter and better lives filled with optimism and acceptance. Let today's joyful celebration remind us that we need to work in solidarity with one another so that we can achieve a common dream for a more peaceful, just, and prosperous Philippines. Eid Mubarak. I'd like to add two things to my speech. First is about the money of the HU, the housing department that was used in the to finance the pilgrimage of our Muslim brothers and sisters to make the Hajj. Second is about the, well, to enhance that religious spirit in the hearts of all Filipinos. I would like to address myself to the Audit Commission. You know, there's the basic culture of the Malay, tayong lahat. We all come from the Malay race. It's just that Mindanao was evangelized by the Muslim missionaries, but more than 80 to 100 years ahead of Magellan. When Christianity came and took hold somewhere in Leyte, Christianity also began to creep into our country. We are one in blood, but we have different religious faiths. And we accept that. And we accept that you are entitled to believe what you want. And even that, to believe in God. That's a democracy. And we have adapted that kind of democratic practices and institutions. You can either believe or not believe, that's your problem. Because after all, when you die, you face a law and make the accounting. But there's always a hell and the heaven. There are two paths. Choose the one you'd like to tread in. But ito hong nangyari sa ginamit yung pera. I would like to tell you the history of Davao. As said by the Secretary of Bradco, they're both classmates. Si Pangarungan pati si Bijaldia. I would like to sabihin ko na wag mong masyadong pakialaman yan. Because as a matter of fact, there is a fund that's set aside to enhance the travel of our brothers and sisters for the pilgrimage, to fulfill a lifetime dream. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, maybe a part of my Muslim character says that yung pilgrimage sa Hajj, mas importante yan para sa mga Muslim kaysa isang mansyon. You can forget about the housing there that are being planned by government. But to the individual Muslim believer, 5 mansyon na ibigay ng gobyerno, but a simple token of generosity para makapunta siya, makapag-Hajj. Mas importante sa kanya yan. Sometimes you have to take into consideration really the subculture. May culture man tayo, the Filipino, the Malay culture, but we have a subculture of the different tribes, even in the matter of taste. Yung recipe ng pagkain. Hindi tayo so ganon. Understand that. So I'm asking COA to reconsider, ano ba naman yung 5 million? Actually, that 5 million is worth billions in terms of your kind, I said, generosity to finance the poor people na Muslim para makapag-Hajj. Sabihin mo anong importante sa iyo, yung bahay mo o yung Hajj? And he would readily say, sa Hajj. At gusto ko, Mayor, na magpunta ako doon. At sana, kung ibigay ni Allah, doon na sana ako mamatay at ilibing. If you can understand the culture, then with the less friction in the society. Pag naintindihan ninyo yan, kasi ang COA, pag hinabol mo yung 5 million na yan, then I started as mayor in 1988. Pati yung panahon ni Inday until now, meron kaming Hajj funds talaga. Ang aking hinihingi sa mga kapatid kong Muslim na walang pera itong Muslim na ito at matanda na. Kasi yung mga bata, kaya pa ninyong magkayod at magkaroon ng pera at makapunta sa Mecca. Yung matatanda na, ibig sabihin mo, matanda ka na, huwag kang pumunta doon. Baka mamatay ka. Yan ang hinihingi ko, Mayor, na gusto kong pumunta ng Hajj at kung swertihin ako at ibigay ni Allah, sana doon na ako mamatay. Yan ang intindihin ninyo. Ngayon, I kept on sending. I started with 10, then 20, since 1988. And Inday is still doing it. Na ngayon, kung ipa-reimburse mo yan, saan man ako maghanap ng pera, pwede magpakulong na lang ako. Over the years, it's not a financing of a religious journey. Do not take it in that sense, that there is a separation of church and state. Take it as a pacification campaign. For after all, natives man tayo dito and we were subjugated. And because of the religious element, it has thrown us back into the medieval stage of slaughter. Yan ang totoo niya. Kaya magrespeto tayo at kung nung ikapaligaya, total naman, sinasabi ko, make sure that he is old or heavy. Because ang punta niya doon na ture. He will go there and he will pray that he will be buried there. He will die. Kuha niya. So ngayon, sabihin ko kay Kuya, huwag mong prisuhin yan si Del Rosario kasi kung prisuhin mo na pati ako mademanda, pati si Inday. Pag na-demanda ang anak ko, pati ako, mapriso ako, mag-revolt kami uli dito sa Mindanao. Kayo ang bahala. Then I will start again to gripe against the historical injustice committed against the Moro people. Just the same. It's all subjugation and imperialism of the son of a bitches of those Westerners. Sila man yan. They went to Indonesia, the Dutch, the British went to Malaysia, Americans claimed the Philippines. We were all subject to a cruel foreign domination. Kaya ako, you have to prick into my mind why sometimes I react against certain acts of Westerners, which I think is not acceptable to the Philippines. Yan ang basura. It's a matter of respect. Kung gawain mo lang akong basurahan dito, putang ina. At akala nila, nagbibiro ako. Sabi ko sa kanila, isauli ko yan, pag hindi tayo nagkaintindihan, I will declare war. Akala naman siguro nitong, sa media, brogadasyo. Hambog ba, hubris. Hindi ba nila ako kilala? Kasi kung walang barko magkarga ng basura, ang Navy ang tawagin ko, Philippine Navy, as Filipinos insulted, we will karga mo yung basurahan, pumunta tayo ng Canada, ihulog mo dyan sa pantalan nila. And then, of course, the Navy and the police will start to arrest my Navy man. Baka magbarilan pa. Di ko magbarilan, o di maghira tayo. Hindi naman ako papayag na hanggang ganun lang. Kaya hindi na naintindihan yung continuation ng story. Whether I like it or not, you have accept your garbage because I'm going to send it to you. And I'll just discharge it in your water. Aristuhin ninyo yung sundalo ko, gira tayo. Yan ang ibig kong sabihin. Hindi nila nakuha. Lalo na ang mga, hindi ko lang mga Muslim, mga tausog, hindi tatanggap ng insulto yan. Patayan talaga yan. So, mabutit na lang hindi ako natausog. Namaranaw ako. Maranaw, medyo ariglo lang. Altila. Kasi tausog yan. Masahiin mo na lang. And the second is, before I end, bakit maging illegal? When as a matter of fact, there is a 15 million annually set aside for the Mecca journey. So kung mayroong piso, 2 piso, allow na yan. Ngayon, kung 5 million, if it's just a matter of amount and there is no prohibition, yan ang sabi ko nga eh. Marami dyan dito sa gobyerno, secretaries, generals, mga makulundahin din sa mga circular. Kuha circular, better, for not any purpose, sabihin ninyo. Pero kung dyan nagasto lang, at it was allowed because daan mo yan sa akin, and it is a practice which is good, and it is a practice that we should enhance, the practice that should be continued. So, probably, classmate man kayo, mag-usap na lang kayo, siguro, Secretary. Malit masyado yung 15. Hanggang Libya ka lang yan. Igera doon. Hindi makaabot ang pamasahe. O Syria. Naloko na. Di marami na akong may mga workers pa doon. Tapos ang punta ng Hajj. I-hostage ba? Magulo na yan. Kaya siguro dagdagan mo ng konti. If just a hypothetical, kung nagkaroon tayo at nakabigay tayo ng 15, but that's too small. Pang travel agency lang yan. Hindi ito travel agency. Hindi naman yung pupunta doon magpa-picture kung saan-saan. Magpunta lang yan doon sa Mecca to fulfill a religious mandate. After that, mag-uwi naman yan. Hindi na yan sila. Para sa kanila, pag natapos ang Mecca, wala na silang problema. Mamatay man sila bukas, wala na yan sila. So, ganun yan. So, siguro mga 15, maybe this, you want peace? All of you, you want peace? Filipino, you want peace? Oh, let us invest on peace. Gumastos ka. Hindi mo binibili dito. Tinutulungan mo lang ang kapwa mong Pilipino na ang reliyon, Islam. Let us invest on peace. So, next year, you prepare. By ano na tayo? By tribe. So, it's sino yung governor doon at sino yung pati yung opposition. Para yung opposition, hindi naman sinasali. Talat ng Muslim. So, yung opposition, para tabla, oo, opposition. Siguro 1 million na opposition. Tapos 1 million. Ilang bang tao sa hulo? Mag-abot ng 2 million? Kahit kasali ang taga-Saba dyan. So, ano lang, it should be by tribe. Start with the major tribes. Then, parang, you go down, tag-ano na lang sila. Maybe, I'll give you an estimate. But huwag ninyong ubusin. Magdaan kayo ng Dubai para mag-shopping. Bakit? Kristiyano sila marunong mag-shopping? Mas grabe itong mga to. Pumunta ka ng, when was the last time? Malaysia? So ito si, grabe. So, ang pangatlo, itong Bangsamoro Law, ang nagtiyaga talaga nito, mga military. Military sila noon, hindi na sila military ngayon. But I'd like to thank the people who really toiled, yung nagpapawis, makiusap, kung ano na lang ginagawa. Of course, you have Doresa for all of these years, he was there. Then the guy who really just jump-started again, si General Galvez, yung sa Secretary. Sir, salamat for your, pinausap niya lahat para magkaroon tayo ng kapayapaan. No, kayo, gutom na kayo? Ay, hindi pala kayo nagmerinda. Sinabi, magmerinda muna doon. You can eat while I talk. Go ahead. If you are hungry, do not mind. Skip the sige, umpisa na kayo. May isa pa akong, it's about, magkain na tayo. It's enough that napasalamatan ko. And the entire military establishment and the police. You have to thank them for the peaceful election. Ang sinabi ko naman just sa Smartmatic, even if there is one vote that is wasted, hindi maganda yan. It will foment and it will generate, sabi ko, maghanap kayo ng bago na walang palpak ni isang boto. Kapag may isang maranaw nagsige yaw-yaw dyan, hindi na magtahimik yan. Lalo ng madaya. Kasi nga may nanalo man kami. Bakit ngayon? Wala kami sa pwesto. Hindi na pwede ito. Pataya na. Sige, mag-revolt ka na lang, Mayor. Magsali kami sa revolutionary government namin. Paano yung mga general? Hindi naman papayag. Makulong tayong lahat. Better... Just, we pray to Allah. It's the same God. Me, I believe in Allah. I I believe in God. So, wag lang nila akong anuhin. Basta ako, may Diyos ako. And I pray for all, especially for my nation. And for my, alam naman ninyo, sobra, ang anak kong isa, Maranao, pag-asawa ng Maranao, Maguindanao. Ito si Rigo, Maguindanao, ang bae ngayon. Si anak ni, o apo ba yan? Puro na, kompleto na ako. Maranao, Badyaw na lang. Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. May we request the President for a photo op opportunity in 6 batches. Kindly wait for your group to be called before proceeding in front. First group is the NCMF officials. The second group are the members of the Samporna clan. Please kindly assemble at the left side of the stage. Only 9 people are allowed at the stage. Bawal po mag-selfie po, bawal po. Batch 2, may we call on the Samporna clan? Good job. The third group, the Muslim religious leaders, please kindly assemble then at the left side of the stage. The Samporna clan are the blood relatives of President Duterte from Lanao del Sur. Thank you so much, Samporna clan. May we call on the third group, the Muslim religious leaders. Thank you, batch 2. May we now call on the third group, the Muslim ulama religious leaders. The fourth group are the Muslim community leaders. Paki-assemble na rin po sa left side. Please be ready po in the fourth group po. Thank you so much, Muslim religious leaders. May we call on the fourth group, the community leaders, Muslim community leaders. Thank you so much po, third group. Batch 4 po, the community leaders. Fourth batch po, the community leaders po, Muslim community leaders. The fifth group, pakiready na rin po yung officials ng BARM. The BARM officials, please be ready po. Thank you so much. Batch 4. May we now call on the group 5 BARM officials. Thank you so much po. Next group po, the BARM officials. May we, the BARM officials po. Thank you so much po. Next group naman po tayo. Oh, the officials, the member officials of the Bangsamoro. Oh, naman. Thank you so much, BARM officials. The next group. Oh, wait lang, sir. Depende kasi sa PMS. Thank you so much, BARM officials. The next group. The sixth batch are the officials of the Mindanao Islamic Chambers of Commerce. May we call on the officials of the Mindanao Islamic Chambers of Commerce? Sixth batch po yun. The seven batch are the members of the House of Representatives. Kindly assemble at the left side of the stage. Seven batch po, members of the House of the Representatives. Thank you so much, Mindanao Islamic Chambers of Commerce. For the last batch are the members of the House of Representatives. Thank you so much. Next batch po are members of the House of Representatives. Thank you so much po. May we call on the members of the House of the Representatives. Please, pakibaba na po yung 6 batch. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, for taking your precious time with us. We really appreciate your presence this evening. A big round of applause for the President. Ladies and gentlemen, that ends our program, and Eid Mubarak to all. Please kindly settle down. Ladies and gentlemen, please kindly settle down. Japanese delegation daw. Gusto daw ng Presidente. No selfie. Bawal po mag-selfie po. Thank you so much. Please, pakisettle down na lang po. Magsiupo po tayo lahat. No selfie rule po tayo ngayon, no? Wala, hindi mapigilan talaga. Thank you so much. That will be our last batch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, may we call on, please, kindly settle down po. Magsiupo po tayo lahat. Please be seated po lahat. Apo niya.